Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining us during the Lytham Partners Winter 2021 Investor Conference. My name is Ben Shamsian, Vice President of Lytham Partners. During this fireside chat, we welcome GameOn Entertainment Technologies, ticker symbol GMETF on the OTC and GET on the Canadian Stock Exchange. Presenting from GameOn is CEO Matthew Bailey. Before we begin, for those not familiar, Lytham Partners is one of the country's leading investor relations firms. With more than 2 decades of corporate access experience, we have built one of the industry's most diverse and effective platforms for connecting small cap companies with high quality and focused institutional investors, while creating a framework of best practices in all aspects of investor relations. Today's fireside chat is hopefully yet another example of where we can bring value to multiple constituents. We will dive into questions in a moment, but one final item. I want to remind everyone that GameOn Entertainment Technologies is available for one-on-one meetings later this week. If you have not already signed up, please send me an email at shamsian@lythampartners.com. That's SHAMSIAN@lythampartners.com, or visit lythampartners.com/virtual and click the one-on-one meeting request. With that said, let's begin, Matt. Let's start with you providing a brief overview on the company and your background.
Yeah, so my background is in sports and entertainment. I've worked for the Brooklyn Nets, Barclays Center, and many other big professional teams and leagues, always on the business side. And about a few years ago, I started GameOn. And what we do is we're solving the problem for content owners. So that could be TV networks, broadcasters, sports teams, leagues, even sports books. The problem is that no one's consuming sports like they used to. Millennials and Gen Z are not only turning TV and sports into the second screen, but often the never screen. So we're providing those content owners with B2B game technology that plugs into their environment, like their mobile app, the TV app, and makes their content more engaging and social through gamification, things like fantasy games and prediction games around the content. We work with partners like NBC Universal, MX Player in India, who have 1 billion downloads of their streaming platform, again, to help make their content more engaging, social, and monetizable.
Great, thank you. If you can give us an example, for example, you have worked with the Real Housewives. Help us understand what a game might look like for that show.
Yeah, so the good thing about our technology is that it's agnostic to the content. So be it reality TV, news, elections, we plug in the data and make it a totally programmatic experience that rolls out across their platform. So, the Real Housewives is an example. Another more recent one is MX Player in India. Again, I mentioned that they're a streaming platform out there with more downloads and views than Netflix. And for them, we did all of their cricket prediction games. So the World Cup just happened, and cricket has a very year-round schedule. So before every cricket match, you can go into the MX Player app, go to the MX Cricket Predictor, and make predictions on things that will happen throughout the match. Then during the match, as you're getting things right and wrong, you're going up and down leaderboards, competing with others, competing with people not only on the couch next to you, but also fans on the other side of the country or the world. And you're competing for not only bragging rights, but real money or real life prizes as well. So that's what the experience looks like. And again, we're always trying to make the content more engaging and monetizable for our partners.
That's great. Help us understand the revenue model here.
So because we're B2B, the revenue model for us is completely driven by 2 things. One, licensing revenue. So licensing from month to month or season to season or year to year that our partners are paying us to use our technology. And then the second is revenue share. So if our partners are generating any type of revenue by using our technology, that could be programmatic advertising, it could be sponsorships, it could be selling things like NFT collectibles or tickets or merchandise, GameOn will participate in that revenue as well, sometimes up to 50% of that revenue. So we're completely driven by licensing revenue and then revenue share on the back end as well.
Thank you. Your largest customer, MX Player, recently announced additional projects with GameOn. In addition, you recently announced that their parent company, The Times, will be making an investment into GameOn. What are they saying about you, about GameOn, that's getting them excited to do more work and actually invest in the company?
Well, yeah, we're really excited about how MX Player has very authentically progressed from a small customer with just doing cricket to a big customer and now to an investor. Really, the bread and butter of what partners love about us is engagement and how easy it is for them to get that engagement. And when I say easy, I mean we're a true product and technical partner from start to finish. So all they do is give us the keys essentially to plug into their app or their website, and they don't have to do anything. So no engineer has to build technology on there, and no one has to babysit the technology on there. And we're a true product partner from start to finish. And then the numbers speak for themselves. So with MX Player in particular, the cricket predictor, did more than 2 million predictions within just a few weeks of the World Cup, where I believe we're past 3 million now and on track for closer to 10 million by 2022, which is really exciting for them. And for that reason, they very quickly expanded the partnership to 4 different games, not only cricket, but tennis, soccer, and kabaddi, which is a traditional Indian sport. So for us, that's gone from about a $200,000 revenue opportunity to about an $800,000 revenue opportunity in a very short period. And that is how that's our strategy in action. That's how we want to grow within these big media organizations around the world, is start with one, show what we can do, and make it a no-brainer to really grow our tentacles within that organization. And then the parent company of MX Player, Times Internet, they're the biggest media conglomerate in India. They came to us and very quickly we were able to strike a deal where they're going to invest up to $6 million in us over the next 3 years. But not only that, they're going to strategically drive us further into India, which is really exciting. It's a huge opportunity, a huge market, and you can't just kind of take North American people and have them sell into that market. It's a different culture of selling, a different way of selling. So we're going to have people from Times Internet as resources of ours, as extensions of our team over there selling us and getting us further into the Indian market, which we're really excited about. And then just to finish off this point is that it's a real validation of our product and our team and the mission that we're driving every day. For a small company like GameOn is, that are kind of in the first inning, to have one of the biggest media conglomerates in the world put their backing behind us and be excited about what we're doing and wanting to drive us further into their home market is a real strong validation of what we're up to.
Great. You mentioned India being a growth area. What other geographies are you most excited about?
Well, our technology is borderless, really. While we're here in North America, and that's kind of the low-hanging fruit for us, only 40% of our business is here. We're in other markets like Europe, Australia, and we really aren't limited to geographies. So we want to go to places like India, where North America might be where the most advanced technology is. India is where there's a lot less competition because no one is really going after markets like that, even though there's huge opportunities. So we're just keeping our eyes open and kind of riding the wave to where the opportunity is and keeping our eyes open and doubling down on where we're having success. So where we're in India now, we're getting more and more traction there. Our Indian pipeline is full because people see that we're in their market and they're excited to learn more about what we're up to. So we're really, our technology is borderless and we'll be going where the opportunities are.
That's great. Thus far, in a very short period, you've had very good success gaining B2B customers. What does that pipeline look like for 2022?
Our pipeline is full. I was looking in it a little earlier and we have over 100 conversations happening right now. Our VP of partnerships is running that, Ryan Nowak, who came from Madison Square Garden, where he drove revenue for the Knicks and the Rangers and the arena itself. So we're really hitting the ground and hitting the pavement hard now. Obviously, we're going to go into a bit of a quiet holiday period, but that's our biggest catalyst over the next 12 months. Will be new partners, more revenue, and actually executing on those partners and seeing that revenue come to life in 2022. 2022 is going to be the year of scaling customers and revenue for GameOn. So, sign up to our updates at GameOn.app, and the catalyst and the news releases you're going to see is GameOn partners with X, GameOn partners with X, always with revenue attached.
Great. So let's talk about the scalability of the business as the revenue base grows. Help us understand what the P&L would look like and how leverageable is this model.
Yep. So we're building our platform, our products as a platform. And when I say as a platform, it means we're not starting anything from scratch. We're not building anything for a specific partner, because then we would be a developer studio, a developer shop, and that's not what we want to be. We are a platform, which means we're building things as reusable components. So we have a fantasy component, a prediction game component, NFT capabilities, which is its own component. We can build NFT-based games. Sometimes they're not NFT-based games, but essentially a partner comes to us and tells us what they're looking for, and we take our components and mix and match them to then deliver it in a matter of weeks to our partner, which makes it scalable. If we were building everything from scratch, it certainly wouldn't be scalable. We'd be capped at the number of partners we could roll out at any given time. So for that reason, as we add components and our platform becomes more complete, our margins in 2022 will be close to 70 to 80% of every partnership we do.
Okay, great. You mentioned NFTs. Help us understand, what are NFTs and why you're excited about them, and tell us what we can look forward to in 22 with regards to your activities in NFT.
Yeah, so an NFT is a digital collectible in its simplest terms. So if you think about it as a digital trading card, back in the day, we'd buy a pack, open up a bunch of trading cards, and we'd put them in a folder and keep them. These are digital versions of that, but because they are digital, they come with an extra layer of utility. They might also be your ticket to a game. They might be your key to unlock exclusive content online. They might be your access to watch highlights of the game. They can have digital and in real life experiences attached to that digital collectible. We're excited about it because we've seen and been watching how it's started to infiltrate not only the world in general, but more specifically the sports world. NBA Top Shot is one of the biggest sports-based NFT platforms where you can collect and watch NBA highlights. And they will do $1 billion of sales soon. Why we're the right people to dive into this space is that our Chief Product Officer, Santi Jaramillo, actually came up with that product at Dapper Labs, NBA Top Shot. He conceived and brought that to life as the head of sports at Dapper Labs. And obviously my sports background, Ryan's sports background, the team's background in sports media and gaming. Thought this is an opportunity that we should chase and add gamification layers to it. So Chibi Dinos is our first partner in the NFT space, where now if you have a Chibi Dino, you're able to use that digital collectible as a piece in prediction and fantasy game contests. And you can win more NFTs, you can win more experiences by playing that game. So that's what we've been doing right now. But off the back of that, our partners are coming to us and saying, hey, can you not only build the game, but can you build, create, mint, and sell the NFTs as well? And we just did a deal with Polygon, one of the major blockchains in the space. And they are paying for or investing in us to pay for half of our development in anything NFT related on their blockchain, which is really going to be able to advance our roadmap and allow us to offer the full stack of NFT-based games. So again, not just the game itself and the gamification layer, but the creation, the minting, the selling of the NFTs themselves, so we can create that whole stack for our partners. So that's what we're looking at from a product roadmap standpoint in 2022. And again, similar to Times Internet, we now have the backing of one of the biggest blockchains in the world, who has $20 billion plus market cap, supporting us on that. So we're really excited about NFTs and where the world's going with that in 2022.
Great. It sounds like 2022 will be a transformational year for you. Matt, thank you very much for your time today. We greatly appreciate it. To anyone out there who's not already signed up for a one-on-one, again, please send me an email at shamsian@lythampartners.com, SHAMSIAN@lythampartners.com, or again, visit lythampartners.com/virtual and click the one-on-one meeting request button. We hope you have a great rest of the day and enjoy the conference. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Ben.